the cosmic potential in you. At this point, you could ask what all of this means for us as individuals and as a society. You are living in your community. You interact with the people of your choice, keeping others out of your life. Why should you care about the interconnectedness and the wholeness of all, if that isn't even an observable aspect of the world? The answer is that it doesn't matter whether anything is visible or empirical or not. What matters is it real? Yes. If it is real, it can affect you. It seems reasonable to expect that the structure of living beings reflects the structure of the universe, so you should know about it. What if, for example, you need the contact with a cosmic potentiality to develop your own potential to a level where you can lead a happy life? But how could you get in touch if the cosmic potentiality weren't connected with you? Nothing else is meant by the principle of the wholeness. It is a state of being connected and the ability to consciously connect. Physicists discover the realm of potentiality in the physical reality at about the same time psychologists discover the corresponding realm in the human psyche, the inner potential in us. We owe this insight to Abraham Maslow and his humanistic psychology. Maslow. As Abraham Maslow described it, our life is driven by a system of the basic needs that form a hierarchical structure in our mind, which he compared to the step of the pyramid. Yes, Maslow's pyramid, right? This structure exists in us like a system program in a computer, and it drives our actions. At the most basic level of our needs, we find the psychological needs. We all have to eat and drink and sleep. Those are the basics. At higher levels, we find in an ascending order needs of safety, of love and belonging, and finally of self-esteem. All these needs a form of hierarchy in the sense that each level is active only when the lower levels are satisfied, right? When you haven't eaten in a days, for example, and you are starving to death, you won't be troubled very much by your self-esteem when you stumble over a bag of food in the street and you have neither fork nor knife to eat it with etiquette, right? Good analogy, good metaphor, right? It is an important aspect of the pyramid of needs that when you have taken care of all of them, you might still be restless or disconnected with your life. That kind of restless can evolve, for example, in a person who has focuses his life on serving the needs of his body, while disregarding his spiritual needs. This restlessness has to do with the potential in us that Maslow discovered, right? We all carry in us an inner potential that needs to be actualized. I am convinced that this potential is an expression of the cosmic potentiality that tries to actualize in us. We won't find peace of the mind when we neglect our inner potential. Whatever it may be, a musician must make music, Maslow wrote. An artist must paint, a poet must write, if he is to be ultimately happy. What a man can be, he must be. Maslow calls the need of actualizing our inner potential the need of self-actualization. This term, as he explains it, refers to the desire for self-fulfillment, namely to the tendency for a person to become actualized in what he is potentially. The tendency might be phrased as a desire to become a more and more what one is, to become everything that one is capable of becoming. I am sure that the similarity of the process that Maslow described with the process by which the empirical world is actualized out of the cosmic potentiality is clear. If you wonder how Maslow arrives at his theory, apart from the fact that it was a part of his potential, you can look at your own life. Have you ever felt some restlessness, even though all aspects of your life are under control and they have turned out as successful as you could ever have hoped for? You have a nice family, wonderful friends, no financial problems, and yet something is missing? If that is the case, what is missing is the expression of this mysterious potential in you. I call it mysterious because nobody knows where it is coming from. It's usually said that it comes out of our genes. But what does that mean? Where did our genes get it from? Haha. It's information. Genes information. Relayed by generation to generation. The suggestion that I like to make it this: we have an inner potential because the universe has an inner realm of potentiality. The inner need in you is a cosmic need, and this is where the wholeness of it all is so important. The inner urge can be in you because the nature of reality is that of the wholeness. That is, it can be in touch with you. Because the universe is an indivisible wholeness, the potential in you is cosmic. Does the fact that its actualization is felt as a personal need mean that the cosmic potentiality is under pressure to actualize in the empirical world? Since the actualization of your potential is a mental process, you can ask at this point how in the world the physical universe can be involved with it. Do we have to think that in its cosmic potentiality, the universe reveals mind-like properties? Does this mean that when you actualize your inner potential, a cosmic spirit is acting in you? What a stunning turn of events that would be, bringing a cosmic spirit into play. With that, our next task presents itself to us. Without intending to do, the discussion of the quantum properties of the world has led us to the question of psychology. That connection must be explored, and the question is this: are the forms in the cosmic realm of potentiality something mind-like or thought-like? If so, does that mean that the universe has mind-like properties, or that consciousness is a cosmic property? This is all about equivalent transformation. Some of the pioneers of the quantum physics have indeed argued that point, and I believe that they are right.